Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. So this was posted on the UPND Zambia page, their official page for the ruling political party, UPND. So this is the news from the court. So former Postmaster General Macpherson Chanda has 2 years sentence for stealing social cash transfer and has been upheld by the Economic and Financial Crimes Court. The Lusaka Magistrate Court in 2022 sentenced Mr. Chanda and two others, former postmaster senior employees, over the theft of over 300 million kwacha, 350 million kwacha, meant for social cash transfer. The court has ordered the Attorney General to recover the money from the trio, and the three later appealed against the sentencing in the Economic and Financial Crimes Court. Mr. Chanda is the older brother for Kanchwia PF Member of Parliament, Sunday Chanda. So the long walk to prison starts, reported by the Falcon, which is the UPND run page and also the UPND page. So Mr. Macpherson Chanda has been sentenced to 2 years imprisonment after his appeal has failed to stand the grounds, and it's been upheld. So he's going to prison for 2 years with these other two accused. What is in other news? I'm pretty sure if you follow Zambian news the past 24 hours, you must have come across this face and name that you see on screen. That is Solochi, Florence Solochi. So she's a socialite and she runs a Facebook page and pretty much online. She's got an online presence and very close to Ben Lombe, the hairstylist. So as of yesterday, she did a bunch of, I think it was just one live stream where she made a lot of allegations. So these were the details in those allegations. So this has been posted by Emmanuel Mwamba and also the Patriotic Front. It says, a scandal. Zambia National Service Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi and his sons have repeatedly raped me, says niece Solochi. So those are the allegations that she made in that particular live stream that she did. And then also Chilfetari weighs in saying, I'm heartbroken. That's just a cover up. I know the girl, she is not mad. What comes first, drug abuse or sexual abuse? When they abused, what did they think will happen to her? I'm sorry. And then he attaches Solochi. So Chifetari says he had a relationship, or he still has a relationship with Solochi. He didn't describe what sort of relationship that he has, but he says he knows her very well. So she's not mad, and this is not the first time that she's making these allegations of abuse. She's been saying it to her friends in private, but no one has done anything. So her venting yesterday in that live stream was just an outcome of making efforts to reach out to people, and people are not doing anything. So says Shilfetayari. But the details are this. This was posted by Emmanuel Mwamba. This is a statement. So the person that you see on the left on your screen, that is the ZNS commander, the niece, the uncle to Solochi. So Emmanuel Mwamba says, police must open a criminal investigation against Lieutenant General Solochi. And then he captioned it, Emmanuel Mwamba. Child rape video and viral ZNS Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi and his sons have been implicated in allegations of having repeatedly raped and sodomized Florence Solochi, his niece, he closes brackets. In one of the videos, our own father, that's Solochi's father, tried to calm her down about the allegations. She accused the father of yielding to the offers of financial material to silence her and allegations that she has repeatedly reported to him and he did nothing about them. So child rape is such an abdominal, ghastly offense, and the police must immediately open a docket and begin investigations into General Solochi and establish the validity of these crimes of child rape and sodomy against Florence Solochi. In a video, she pleaded that President Hakainde Hichilema must not punish Lieutenant General Solochi, that she will not pursue any criminal proceedings against him or her uncle. And then Manon Mwamba says, such calls from a victim must not be entertained. These are very serious statutory crimes against the state. When Zambia had the genuine women's movement, there would have been protests and demonstrations by now demanding for justice and arrest of General Solochi. And the perpetrators of such a crime have a habit of alleging and taking advantage of the mental state and issue of victims' mental state and raising because of the trauma and torture inflicted harm against the victim. So that's how it has played out. Chief Yatayari also doubled down. He went further. This isn't the issue of Solochi. So after that post he ended on, he decided to do almost a 13 minutes live stream where he was explaining his relationship with Solochi. And also he stated to say she has told him several times, not only him, but the people close to her, she's said it to say she's gone through such abuse. Pretty much what she did in that particular video live stream, the allegations she made were not the first time she's made them. And mental state, in as much as they might allege to say she's on drugs, she's not in the right mental state, no one is denying that fact. But the fact is, say, what triggered that for her to start abusing drugs or doing anything else? What was the trigger? So the trigger in this case should be the sexual abuse that she went through. In this case, that's what Chief Yatayari was saying to say. No one is disputing the fact that she might be on drugs or she has some mental issue, as you say. But what triggered that is the question he asks in this particular live stream. And then just a couple of minutes ago, this is today, just about 9 minutes ago, video was circulated online. So this is the caption. This was posted by Manon Mwamba, the former ambassador to South Africa and Ethiopia. It was also posted by the Patriotic Fund. So they say Florence Solochi at the Kitwe General Hospital. Florence Solochi is a high-value witness to strong allegations, and she's made against the National Service Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi. A video has emerged where she is fighting off hospital admission at Kitwe Central Hospital, fearing for her life. So in that particular video, I cannot play it because YouTube cannot allow it. She's simply crying for help and then saying her life is in danger. This is a matter of serious. This matter is so serious that government and law enforcement agency must act to safeguard and protect her life. A person who has gone through such an extent of trauma and tragedy, as narrated by herself, will struggle with mental health issues and offshoot of drug abuse and alcohol abuse. Let us be serious as a country and deal with this matter in its awesomeness for fair and justice. For fair and just manner. So he says, let's not bring in the issue of our mental state. Let's deal with what triggered that. That is what Emmanuel Mwamba is saying with regard to Solochi's issue. Well, if you remember, I did a live stream yesterday, I think a couple of past 3 days, where Osida made a statement they wrote a letter to the Ambassador Gonzalez of the U.S. Embassy in Zambia, asking them to sanction the sitting president Hakainde Hichilema and 6 other people. So within that team, there is a split. So as you can see from the news diggers, Osida split over Hakainde Hichilema sanctions. Mbula and others asked Teresto Mpundu to retire and Benba to leave. So I'll give you the details later on, but that is the headline that is coming through from those sanction issues that were raised earlier on. So on your left, that's Terrestrial Mpundu and Mbula on your right. So these are people that have been part of the OSIDA organization. So now it has emerged to say Terrestrial Mpundu is being funded by Edgar Chagalungu, they say, or the UNCA Alliance, while the other team can easily be aligned to the UPND Alliance. So that's a split that has come up in the area headline that I showed you, this particular one, published by the news diggers. So, and then another thing that they were laughing at to say, the one that is supporting the UPND Alliance, Mbula, is 80 years and above. I think there is in his 80s. He's asking the one who's 77 years old, which is Terrestrial Mpundu, to retire. And then people just laugh it off. How can an 80-year-old be asking a 77-year-old to retire? And then people just laugh it off. This was posted on the Patriotic Front page as part of that statement that they were making to say they are not part of that letter that was written to the US Embassy asking for sanctions. So this is a team that is aligned with the UPND Alliance, and they're saying that statement was not endorsed by them. Chief Hetari posts the same video, and also he captions this. Bambula Wasambamo, they are not part of the letter, and he has called for Archbishop Terrestrial Mpundu and Benba Changara to resign from OSIDA. The former civil servant and chief as accused of the deal of being used by UCA. So the UCA, that's the Edgar Lungu Alliance in the opposition, while they stand with the UPND Alliance. That's the split that has come up so far in that particular. So pretty much the same news in the Daily Mail. OSIDA disowns the petition that was asking for the sanctions. And then state accuses the ECL over the same, OSIDA, to say they're the ones who are funding Terrestrial Mpundu, or they're the ones who are alleged to have written that letter, and then Archbishop simply signed it off. That's the allegation in the Daily Nation there. What is Cedric Cassandra seems to be having more legal trouble. So just yesterday, I reported to you to say it was finally, the case was read to him in court, where they're saying he's been accused of armed robbery of $5 million allegedly, during that court scandal that happened at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport. But today he's been sued. Another lawsuit has come in. So this just happened a couple of minutes ago. So they say $15,000 debt lands Cassandra in more legal trouble. Aside from having a lot of court cases on his plate arising from the Kenneth Kaunda International Gold scandal, more court cases continue to pile up for businessman Shadrach Cassandra. This time around, businessman has been sued been sued in the Lusaka High Court by Aluminium Fabrics Limited for non-payment of $15,000 aluminium windows and doors and glasses installed at his Ibex Hill mansion. The company is demanding for payment of $15,000, which is an outstanding balance for the services that were rendered to him. In a statement of claim, aluminium fabricators stated that it had entered in a verbal agreement with Cassandra on January 18th, 2021 for the installation of aluminium windows, doors, and glasses at his residence at the agreed amount of $60,000. It is stated that despite executing the numerous agreements with Cassandra to settle the outstanding balance, and which he has neglected and failed and refused to pay the $15,000 service rendered to the completed works. The plaintiff said Cassandra has been elusive and is willfully neglecting to and failed to pay the balance due to it. Aluminium fabricators wants the court to compel Cassandra to immediately pay $15,000 owed to it for the services rendered to Cassandra. In its demand, and it also demands interest on the amount due to the current bank lending rate. from the date of filing the court case until the date of payment. So some more legal trouble for Chanda. So this was President Hakainde Hichilema addressing the nation. The president was addressing the nation a couple of minutes ago. In fact, he's still doing a number of live streams. So earlier on, he was in Parliament, and now he did a youth Indaba to Mulungushi Conference Center. So just in commemoration of Youth Day, and the one at Parliament was to do with the moral standing of a nation. So here are some of the extracts of what the president was saying during the live stream. So part of the extract, you say 10 hours, you are arrested, 14 hours bond if the matter is not bondable. 10 hours, you are arrested, 14 hours, you are in court. Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, so part of the extract. This was posted by the PF. And then they go further, 10 hours, you are arrested, 14 hours bond, Hakainde Hichilema. And then Roswell Patel and others have been detained for more than a month. So if you remember, this Patel individual is the one that was implicated in the offense of allegedly beating up those Chama America and those individuals that were aligned with Mao Sampa. So this is what they're saying. The president was making that statement in Parliament today, but the contrary on the ground, according to the PF there. And then the president also says there is no turning back. CDF will be increased every year. President Hakainde Hichilema, that's Constituency Development Fund. Ministries of Health, Defense, Education, Home Affairs are expected to procure locally manufactured uniforms going forward to increase business opportunities for our people. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are involved in manufacturing of fabric are happy with that statement. President Hakainde Hichilema says recently recruited teachers who do not want to work in the places they have been posted to, especially rural areas, must be replaced with those that are ready to work anywhere. And then someone, Musumbi, says they're simple as that, especially those in rural areas should be picked first. Almost everyone wants to move to the urban areas. So the president says if you have been employed in government and posted in the rural area and you don't feel like working, you'll be replaced. As easy as that. Water mapping done to know where water is available to avoid being wasteful, so that boreholes are sunk in the right places. President Hakainde Hichilema. So all these are extracts from the speech that he was given. Hakainde Hichilema has called on MPs to support the budget realignment so that the resources are directed towards feeding the citizenry amidst the drought spell. So there is more political space now in Zambia than ever before, even in Shwangandu, Hakainde Hichilema. So these are just extracts from the speech by the president. The culture of not paying back loans in this country should not be tolerated, Hakainde Hichilema. I would rather buy a plow than a gun. So he's just doubling down on a statement where the gun culture in the nation is growing. It's more beneficial to buy a plow and go farming than buy a gun. Part of that statement. We admit and acknowledge that more needs to be done, therefore call for political parties, CSOs and individuals to unite and work together towards resolving issues. Part of the statements that the president was making earlier on. Leaders come and go, and therefore leaders must work for the people. Hakainde Hichilema. President Hakainde Hichilema has been consistent in saying that families are key to ensuring values and morals in the nation. There can be no development and prudent management of resources without values and principles and morals. So that's been the news, ladies and gentlemen. What is the UNCA Alliance, that is Edgar Lungu, I think that's Sakuba Scotta, and then the Golden Party President, difficulty, and the GBM in the backdrop there. They held a press brief and they've been issuing a number of statements. Even Sean Tembo was endorsing to say the only way they stand a chance to fight in the 2026 general elections is by them forming an alliance and picking a candidate. Yeah, yes, that's easy to say, but as long as they have not picked a candidate yet, the issue will come up, because clearly every one of the individuals in this alliance wants to be president. Let's see how it plays out. If they are really playing chess, which I highly doubt. It just looks like, yes, they are in agreement now because the elections are a little bit far off. But when the push comes to shove and the decision has to be made, who's going to be president amongst them, then we'll see the real fight. We wait and see. That's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much more on the playlist. So visit the channel and see you around.